Close your eyes for a second and think about how you've imagined it. The day you finally meet him. Maybe you're at a coffee shop and he reaches for the same book. Maybe it's at a wedding, ironic, right? And your eyes lock across the room and something shifts. Maybe you're in worship and you both feel it at the same time. You've replayed this scene so many times that it feels like a memory you haven't made yet. I need to gently tell you something. That scene, the one you've rehearsed in your mind for years, is probably wrong. Not the meeting. The meeting is coming, but the time's feeling. What it actually feels like when God orchestrates the collision of two lives is nothing like the movie. It's better, but you need to know what to look for. Because if you're scanning for lightning, you will walk right past the sunrise. That's the thesis of everything I'm about to say. The day you meet the man God chose for you won't feel like lightning, sudden, blinding, unmistakable. It will feel like sunrise, gradual, warming. So quiet, you won't notice the exact moment it started. You'll just look up one day and realize everything is brighter now. Divine encounters feel ordinary in the moment and sacred in retrospect. And if you've spent years waiting for lightning, you might miss the sunrise entirely. The first thing that's going to disappoint you is how normal it feels. It might happen on the most unremarkable day of your year, a Thursday, nothing special. You almost didn't go to that event. You almost said no to dinner. Something pushed you out the door, maybe the Holy Spirit, maybe a friend who wouldn't stop texting, and there he is, not glowing, not surrounded by light, not holding a sign, just there, talking to someone, laughing at something, normal, so normal that you almost don't notice him. And that is exactly how God works. Ruth 2-3 says, "As it turned out, she was working in the field belonging to Boaz." As it turned out, the most pivotal meeting in Ruth's entire life, the one that would lead to marriage, to a son, to the lineage of David, to the lineage of Christ himself, happened while she was picking up leftover grain. She wasn't looking for a husband, she was looking for scraps. And in the middle of the most ordinary day of her life, God orchestrated the most significant meeting of her life. She didn't feel fireworks, she felt hungry. And Isaac in Genesis 24-63 was out in the field toward evening to meditate, not dressed up, not attending a matchmaking event, not looking, just doing his quiet evening routine. He looked up and saw camels approaching, not angels, not a vision, camels, dusty, road-weary camels carrying the woman God had chosen for him. The meeting didn't look divine. It looked like a Tuesday. God hides the sacred inside the ordinary, always has. A baby in a manger, a carpenter from Nazareth, a burning bush that looked like a regular shrub, until Moses stopped to look closer. The day you meet him, your first test will be whether you stop to look closer or whether you keep walking because it didn't feel like the scene in your head. Here's what will actually throw you. It won't be the ordinariness. It will be the time's peace. You know that feeling you've had before, the tight stomach, the phone checking, the analyzing every text, the 2 a.m. spiral of, does he even like me? That won't be there, and its absence will confuse you. Because part of you has been reading anxiety as attraction for so long that peace feels like indifference. You might even think, I don't feel anything for him, but you do. You feel calm, a strange, almost unsettling ease. Like your spirit recognizes something your mind hasn't processed yet. And that settled feeling, that quiet in your chest where chaos used to live, is not boredom, it is God's signature. In 1 Kings 19, God told Elijah to stand on the mountain. A powerful wind tore through the rocks, but God was not in the wind. An earthquake shook the ground, but God was not in the earthquake. Fire fell, but God was not in the fire. Then came a gentle whisper, and that was God. Wind, earthquake, fire. That's what some of your past relationships felt like. Dramatic, impossible to ignore. The kind of intensity you mistook for connection, but God was not in them. The gentle whisper, the one you almost missed because it was so quiet, that was God. The man God chose for you will feel like the whisper, not the earthquake. And if you've only ever known earthquakes, you'll need to relearn how to hear. There's going to be a moment, maybe weeks in, maybe during the third conversation, maybe in the middle of a completely ordinary text exchange, where something stirs that you can't name. It's not butterflies, it's deeper than that, warmer. Like your spirit is remembering something your mind hasn't learned yet. And you'll want to dismiss it because it doesn't match the script. It's too quiet, too gentle, too unlike every connection you felt before. But the disciples on the road to Emmaus felt it too. They walked with the resurrected Jesus for hours and didn't recognize him. Hours, walking, talking, sharing a meal. He was right there, and they didn't know it was him. Not because they were blind, because divine encounters don't always announce themselves. Sometimes they unfold, gradually, through conversation, through presence, through time. And then came the moment. Jesus broke bread, and their eyes were opened, and they recognized him. And after he vanished, they turned to each other and said, Luke 24-32, were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road? Read that again. Their hearts were burning the entire time. They times felt times something, but they couldn't name it while it was happening. The recognition came after, when they looked back and realized he was there the whole time. I felt it. I just didn't have language for it yet. That is what meeting the man God chose for you will feel like. Not, I knew the moment I saw him. More like, looking back, my heart was burning the whole time. I just didn't know what to call it. And you won't see the full picture on day one. You can't. The blueprint is too large to read from ground level. On day one, you'll see a conversation. On day 30, you'll see a pattern. On day 90, you'll see alignment. On year 1, you'll see orchestration. And somewhere further down the road, sitting across from him, nothing glamorous about the moment. Kids, loud in another room, or traffic outside the window, you'll look at him, and the entire blueprint will become visible at once. Every heartbreak that freed you, every almost that God removed, every lonely night that built your depth, every prayer that felt unanswered, all of it clicking into place. Genesis 24-67 says, Isaac brought her into the tent of his mother Sarah, and he married Rebekah. So she became his wife, and he loved her. Look at the order. He married her. Then it says, he loved her. Not love at first sight, not instant consuming passion. He committed, and love grew. The Hebrew word there, times ahav times, implies choice, action, something that deepens over time, not a feeling that struck him, a reality that built. The meeting was not the climax of the story. It was the first page of a chapter that grows more beautiful the further you read.